We may have a serious problem here. Are you my mommy? I don't even know what to say about that, but I'm just gonna say no for now. Can you back up a bit? Alright, so first and foremost, we have to solve this problem that I'm seeing here because, those tatas might get us demonetized. I'm not sure exactly how we're gonna solve this problem. Where's my mommy? We'll get back to that. Maybe we can use, like, some electrical tape? Might make it look like a stripper though, but it is better than being demonetized. Wait a second, I know a particular alien that likes to wear dresses. Hey, Spitter! Well, hello there. Are you my mommy? No. This alien is as pure as an angel. Yes, if angels were as pure as $5 cocaine. Alright, what do you want? We'll see, we have to, find something to cover her up, because, Steve needs money. So, then maybe the alien could possibly buy your dress? Oh yeah, what? Possibly stretch out my material? No, thank you. This is my dress and I do what I want. Not good to hear anymore? No, I need... Well, you know what? I guess we're down to our last resort. But I don't want to. Oh, you will if you ever want to find your mama again. All right, then. Alright, just hold on. Let me get this little sliver off. And better. I will never have to hear that horrible voice again. Well, except for mine, anyways.
Listen up, Rangers. Welcome to the Geek Chest. My name's Steve.
My name's Arnett.
And today we'll be going over the NECA Alien Resurrections Deluxe Newborn Action Figure. I know you've been super excited about this thing.
I am.
Now, I, on the other hand, have also been super excited.
Oh, just from the box is amazing on this thing.
Box is kind of cool. It's the poster from the film.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really got any nitpicks.
I really,
at least the front of the package wise,
really appreciate how NECA's starting to put like the movie posters on the boxes, and it's working phenomenal. It's
the only thing is I wish there was maybe something to kind of tell me that this is the newborn outside of the print on the bottom here, like something for my eyes to grab onto. Outside of like for me, I like the poster, but this isn't the most eye-catching thing. When you have it next to like Jason's and Godzilla figures and stuff, like all those posters.
Oh, gotcha. I know what you want. What you want in your photo, in a poster, is all other 8 Ripleys that were in there, right?
Right. Or just...
Yeah.
That'll catch somebody's attention.
Whoa. This isn't a bootleg Godzilla. We don't need no crotch shots. And
yeah, we do. They wanted me to focus on it, and by golly, we did. But anyways, it is sweet, though. Finally getting like a new alien mold. And especially of... I don't want to say iconic alien, but like infamous.
It's iconic for me, man. This movie's something else. Because it's got aliens, newborns, and Ron Perlman.
Yes. But anyways, we'll just get into it. So without further ado, for the packaging, again, you have the poster on the front here, Deluxe Newborn on the bottom. Side of the package, more of the same. Same with that side. Top of the package, holy crap, a lot of this is the same. Back of the package, just get our baby alien in some dynamic poses. Still, not sure how to go about this. I guess I don't really have to worry about censoring, but just kind of like, it's a female alien, but there's nipples, so I'd like... what's YouTube gonna think about this?
We're gonna do this club style. We're gonna put electrical tape over her nipples.
I'll two got some here.
Yeah. But, sorry guys, we had to edit this for the review.
It's a review setting. This is technically educational, so it's fine. We'll call it a he for the remainder of this video so that nobody will be confused. Sound good?
Shay.
A lot of people bring it up in the comments because a lot of people skip this section. But we're gonna mention it here. But still pretty cool. Some Lego mumbo jumbo on the bottom. That, and if you open the box, we already did an unboxing. Oh, I just realized you have all the pipe and stuff in the background.
Oh, you didn't see that?
No, that's kind of cool. And you got the newborn here, which actually like this looks sweet. Like I kind of like that photo because it's kind of like scene specific.
Yeah.
It doesn't just look like the toy posing in like a black background. So that's actually really sweet. But anyway, since we got him opened up out of its cardboard prison, let's get into it. Alright, so now that we got the newborn opened up out of its cardboard prison, and oddly not here, first we're going to go over his accessory, which is its display stand, which does come disassembled, so you will have to like attach this, and then this to the stand. A little bit of a pain in the butt. Recommend using a hair dryer. This is pretty easy to pop out though. And for the most part, like, I almost feel like you don't really need that center rod, because I kind of want to keep like the center of gravity like somewhere around here, because the farther you have it out, the more it's going to want to tip the stand forward. Then you get a decent amount of play with the arm here anyways. So it's cool to have this, and gives you more option for posing. But for me, probably just gonna use the center part. But what's nice too is like this is sort of on a ratchet, so it'll hold its pose a little better. So again, get a lot of play with your stand for your newborn, which you're gonna need,
because this thing has issue standing.
Yeah, well, that's why you have the stand. Like, it needs the stand. It's just getting it centered. It's not the easiest.
Come on, Steve.
Alright, so straight up.
It's a lot harder on our end than you think it is because the camera's in front of us.
Aha! Got it. It's even on the stand. So, holds up our newborn pretty nicely. I guess my only real nitpick about this is I kind of wish that...
Would stand?
Okay, we have that. I would have preferred a translucent stand, just so it doesn't stand out as much.
Yeah, because like that's the one thing I'm thinking about. Like, it really stands out because of that stand.
Or have the alien resurrection thing here. So that you have like part of the poster, or even just like newborn. Kind of like more like I guess more fancy stands would have, but still pretty serviceable, especially for like the price point the figure's at, because it is what, $30, and you can already kind of tell this thing's pretty freaking huge.
Yeah.
Not gonna complain too much, but would have been nice.
Well, it is a deluxe figure, so.
Also, just as a heads up, before we move on to the actual figure, it only articulates in one direction. For the clamp here, this side doesn't move, so don't try to force the issue. But other than that, main thing I wanted to point out, no actual real rotation at any of the points here on the stand. And then going over the detailing of the newborn, face sculpt looks pretty freaking sweet. Only thing real nitpick wise is there's not really pupils. Well, I guess there's like, I don't know if it's the shine of the light, but it looks like there's like a little dot of something in the eye hole.
My biggest thing is when it came out the box, the head was a little.
Oh, it was like.
Yeah, so it looked
kind of
really
like that.
Weird.
It's not great.
Took
but
me by surprise.
Yeah, but you can like adjust it to get it to look a little bit more normal. But the way the articulation is, at least for the head here, I kind of feel like this was designed to be in one pose, and then like we got added posability added to it, which not complaining about, but almost is it sad for me to kind of wish that the head maybe would have been a little less articulated and had it like sink in a little bit more.
Like one time where you're like, yeah, that's not a great idea.
Yeah, it's not bad. Like, for the most part, I'm probably going to be having to pose it like this anyways.
Yeah, no matter what.
And it looks fine. It's just like side angles. It's a little strange.
Well, when I do get Ripley, she'll be looking down at Ripley the whole time, so.
Yeah, it's like,
oh, sorry. He will be looking down at Ripley.
Yes, thank you. We don't want to have to cover certain sections of the alien. It's a boy alien now.
What do we talk about that gaping scar in the front?
We're getting to it. But for the head, it's got a gigantic mouth with human teeth. More or less looks kind of like just a skull. No throat hole or anything. So, sadly, our newborn can't swallow anything. Which is fine. You only ever saw really like crushing things in its mouth anyways. So it's all good. Moving down the rest of the body here, just like Arnaz mentioned, you do get some alien nips. Which kind of reminds me of, what's his face? the Pale Man from Pan's Labyrinth a little bit.
Yeah.
Granted, this came out beforehand, but for the most part, detailed really nicely. You can see a little bit of the rib cage. It's a very elongated stomach. The back of the head section here, which is like sort of like the alien dome is fusing into the body.
Which is always was weird and like freaked me out when I was a little kid.
It's alarming.
Yeah.
How like humanoid it looks, but yet not. Which I thought was kind of creepy. That, and it kind of reminds me a lot of Pumpkinhead, because Pumpkinhead more or less is sort of in the same vein. But you have like the sack head thing on the back here.
Whatever.
You get some of the tubes along the side here fusing into the body as well. The alien here is done in a glossy coloring, and it kind of looks like translucent plastic. 100% translucent plastic. Just held it up to a light here. Then moving down for the rest of it, it's got this giant scar on the front of its stomach. I imagine that's for like the umbilical cable.
Was that in the movie? I don't remember. Was it like that?
It had a live birth.
Yeah.
So I would assume that it probably did.
I feel like I have to watch the movie again just to double check.
Yeah, it's been a minute since I've seen it, but it is kind of gross looking. Like that looks like it's like scabbed over.
Yeah.
To me, anyways. You also get some alien booty action on the back here, because we all need some booty action in our life.
That is one saggy butt.
Well, there's just nothing to it. It's all, and then you got like the crest here on the top of the thigh. Got little holes here on the front section. Kind of gives it that more xenomorphic appearance. But for the rest of the legs, it's just super thin. Got its feet on the bottom, has 4 toes, but 5 fingers. And what appears to be like some slime hanging off this one finger.
I was wondering about that. Like,
I thought it was like excess plastic, but I don't know.
That's what I thought when we first saw it.
Maybe it is excess plastic, because I don't feel like that should be there. Yeah, upon closer inspection, that looks like something just from the mold that leaked over a little bit. Let me know in the comment section below if you guys have that on your guys' newborns. If any of you guys are watching this and own the figure already. But other than that, like detail-wise, like looks like the newborn. So can't really complain. I do like the use of translucent plastic. The gloss makes it look gross, more gross than it already did. Again, the only real nitpick is just the neck joints. Kind of weird. But to have articulation, something's got to give at some point.
Yeah.
But I maybe would have looked into maybe a couple more options, because I feel like if it was just like even sunk into the head a little bit more, and you just move it like a little bit to the right and like a little bit up and down, I think I would have been fine. Because you do get some crazy articulation with this head, though.
Oh, no, you can do a lot with it. It's just, to me, it just looks weird. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just like, I want it like that.
It's a weird position for articulation.
For the most part. Not even like a weird position. It's just like, it sticks out really far. Jaw can open pretty wide. Open and close. Arm can go up by that far. Down by that far. Rotates all the way around. Double jointed elbow. Also rotation at the elbow. Rotation at the hands, on the hinge, so you can swing it in back and forth. Get decent amount of play at the chest region. Doesn't feel like much forward and back, but a little bit side to side. Legs can go outwards about that far, inwards about that far. Can eat its toes. So that's cool.
Got some real movement there.
Single jointed knee. Single jointed other knee. Rotation at both of them, though. And also rotation at the feet. Go a little bit forward and back. And kind of feels like not only really rotates, like there's an extra, what kind of looks like a joint there, but it's pretty much one direction, in and out. So for some quick comparisons, here we have the NECA newborn compared next to some other aliens, well, alien and predators from the arcade version anyways, with the Chrysalis alien and the Mad Predator. And here she is next to the NECA alien versus Predator Grid alien and the Proto alien, or just the Xenomorph. I know some people are like, there's no such thing as a proto-alien, but the package, what the box said. Anyways, that guy could have probably used this DNT though. Here she is next to some other random alien figures in my collection with the Square Enix Colonial Marine Spitter Alien and the SH Monstarts Big Chap. And here she is next to some Godzilla figures with two 2019 Godzillas, one SH Monstarts and one NECA, the second version. And she is some older Kenner action figures with the original newborn from Resurrection and the Queen Alien. So overall, the NECA newborn, this thing's great.
Oh my god, this thing is fantastic.
Yeah, the only, like we said quite a few times in the video, the only major nitpick I have is just the neck head articulation.
Yeah.
Not really even a neck. It's just a little bit unclean looking. But for everything else, other than like a couple of minor nitpicks, this thing's awesome. Actually, like, I feel like what sells it for me is the use of the translucent plastic really helps to convey the grossness
Of
the newborn.
Of this monstrosity.
Yeah, the only thing for me is now is that I have this is if I should go get Ripley or not. Because I don't really feel like I need a Ripley.
Oh no, I have to.
Because I have Aliens Ripley, and I feel like that's the best one.
Well,
So-
I have like, what, 3-4 different Ripleys now, technically, so.
Aren't they all aliens, though? Like, I have Aliens and Kenner. You have those two. Because you don't have the third movie, right? And you don't have first movie.
No, I have the third movie one.
Do you have the bald one?
Yeah.
Oh, I never bought the bald one. I was
Yeah,
like,
I
screw
got that one too. So it's like, I feel like I kind of need this one.
Oh, yeah, okay. You, in that case, you need that Ripley. For me, I mainly just like collecting the Aliens and Predators.
Yeah,
So-
one I don't have is the first movie one.
Yeah, like I say, you got Aliens. You're pretty much set. But I kind of want to buy it just so, like, hopefully maybe get a Ron Perlman one.
Yeah, that's what I want to push
Maybe
for.
they'll try to, like,
Even a
get
guy in a
those dude.
wheelchair. Anyone.
Yeah, well, he was Chucky. Of course I want that dude.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, it's like, but the movie wasn't, like, I like it, but it's not that great.
Oh, I love that movie.
Like, for the most
after-
part, it's like, this is really all I wanted from that film.
After watching, like, the second one, and then going back to the first one, watching the first one, and then I watched the third one, my whole life crumbled, and then this masterpiece came out, and then I watched this, and I was like, oh, what a redemption from the third one.
I'll give you that. Because right now, I think the only real, like, alien figures that I really want that I feel like I'm missing outside of, like, Kenner stuff is the Queen from AVP and the Pred Alien.
Yeah.
That's
the
really...
two hardest ones to get.
Well, there's just not a Queen. At least NECA.
Well, I'm talking about the
There's not a
AVP
Queen.
guy, like, he's money.
Yeah, the Pred Alien, it's not even, like, that good of a figure
No,
compared to what we get nowadays. Which they already said that they're reissuing that one at some point, so that'll be sweet. Or retooling. So, looking forward to that one. Queen's the one, though. I need the Queen with some battle damage and some chains hanging off of it.
Yeah, chains. Even one of those, like, I'll even take a Predator with her, too.
Okay, that might be asking for a little much.
Hey, man.
How many
All or
Scar
nothing.
Predators do you need? Like,
This
I have
one.
2 and I'm missing one.
This one will come in battle action. Because he will do that pose where he runs behind her, you know, and he does, like, the spike through the horn.
If you watch our review, I actually did that pose.
Exactly, we need that.
It's just an accessory for the head. Like, the head would just have a spear.
Yeah.
Which I'd be fine with. Anyways, off track. Buy this figure. If you like Resurrection, you like collecting alien stuff, this thing's awesome.
If you're just an Alien fan overall, you need this thing in your life.
Then, if you guys wanted to, like making custom figures and you want to make a pumpkin head, you got a pretty good mold right here. Like a starting base.
I mean, what's the other newborn that we have? It's the Kenner one or whatever that thing is.
Yeah, it's the only one I can think of off the top of my head.
Yeah, comparison-wise, which one's better, Steve? Exactly.
I don't know, they both look pretty gross.
I don't know. Kenner one comes with a face hugger. Just no. This one's
I was
better.
gonna say, also, it doesn't have the weird joint in its neck. You're kind of starting to lose me. But it's the wrong color, so you have that for you.
But if you write special edition on that box, then it's
Oh,
like
yeah.
King Ghidorah special a color version one.
Don't give them ideas, because we're gonna get another newborn. It's gonna be green.
You want to be red, white, and blue? What are you talking about?
America. What do you guys think? Have you guys picked up the newborn? What's your favorite alien? Or is Prometheus just more thing? Please let us know in the comments. We also have an Instagram, Patreon, Pinterest, and Facebook if you guys like to keep up to date with the channel, and donate would greatly appreciate it. And help us defeat those kaijus by hitting that like button, subscribe, become a ranger today, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.